Well, greetings. Welcome back to Acadian Comics. I'm your host, James Fondren, and this is Comics Haul episode 33. And we're going to have a lot of fun this week on Acadian Comics. I've been kind of outside of my comfort zone. I've been on the road and away from home, but I wanted to give a good, nice plug, if you will, for where I've been picking up my comics. I've been going to Comic Envy. It's in Asheville, North Carolina. And I got to say that it's an excellent store. I highly recommend if you're in the Asheville area for any reason and you need to go pick up some comics. They have new releases. They have old comics. Check out Comic Envy. So, without further ado and delay, let's get right into it. So here is my haul from Comics Envy, and I like the brown bag. It's nice. I might keep it just for other needs. You know, you can use it. It's got a lot of style and spunk to it. So I'm going to keep it to the side here. Put my books back in when I'm done. I've got bags and boards, so I'm not worried about that. But tell you what, we're a little close here. I'm going to have to redo all this. Let's see. I'm using a different arm, so that could be a reason why I'm having issues. But hey, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to run with what I got, and we'll go from there. So I picked up Aliens vs. Avengers, issue number 2. I liked issue number 1 so much, and I thought this was going to come out in December, but I guess it's out now, and oh, look, it's the Engineers. It's the Engineers. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Is that Wayland? Yeah, it looks kind of like Guy Pearce a little bit. So anyway, I mean, you bring the Avengers, you get aliens in here. I can't wait to see what's next. I talked about the first book, you know, basically Black Panther goes, you know, with the Wakandans and they discover an alien ship and then it invades Earth, and then it's basically the planet after the alien invasion. So yeah. So it's the Avengers versus Aliens, or Aliens versus Avengers number 2. And here we have, this is what a lot of people have been anticipating, is Absolute Superman number 1. There were 3 different covers that were available, but apparently this book is so in demand, at least this is what I was told at the shop, that they were limiting 1-to-1 cover. But this is a Jim Lee cover of Absolute Superman. You can see Jim Lee here. And here is the other cover. I think this is cover A. So that was pretty cool. I got that, you know, kind of as a collectible. And then this is my reading copy of Superman, Absolute Superman, all in it. And I have read this, and I'm going to do my own separate review on this. But, you know, the art is good. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to get more into the weeds, and there will be spoilers on this book. But, yeah, so far, a good start to Absolute Superman number 1. I liked Absolute Batman number 1, so Absolute Superman. I still haven't read Absolute Wonder Woman yet, but I picked that up last week. And that was actually, I think, from 2 weeks ago. But this is brand new this week. It is New Comics Day. It is November 6th, 2024. Now, they had a free comic box, and this is a Valiant number 18 of Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, and guest starring Exo Manowar. And I thought, hey, ooh, look, it's sticking a little bit. Howard Simpson is the penciler. Oh, man. Okay, so something happened with that, but that's okay. This was a free comic, guys. Oh, man, Maximum Carnage. I like Separation Anxiety more, but Maximum Carnage, pretty sweet game. And I remember seeing this ad for the Super Nintendo game. It was awesome. Maximum Carnage is a hard game to beat. It's really hard, but it's fun. It can be Venom or Spider-Man. See, there's some weird things going on with the sticky pages, but it's a Valiant comic, and I see why it's free. It's just sticking together. Ooh, I'm not going to go any further. I'm not going to go any further. But this is Turok. Maybe there's a way I can save it. I don't know. But that's Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 18 from Valiant Comics. Then they had this X-Men 2 issue from Marvel Comics of the X-Men 2 official movie comic book adaptation. This is issue number 1 of X2. So I'd never read this. But yeah, pretty cool. I like X2. I might have to watch it. But yeah, that's X2. And okay, so there's this like Tech World book that was like written. There was like a Tech World written by like William Shatner, and it was like a series of science fiction novels by William Shatner, and then they made a comic out of it. So look, William, this is William Shatner in here, you know. Look at that. Isn't that great? Yeah. Game Genie. Who remembers Game Genie? I was getting Game Genie all the way through the N64. Like you would get the Game Genie as a cartridge, and then you put the N64 cartridge on top of that. But this is for Game Genie back in Super NES and the Game Genie for Game Boy. I never had Game Genie for Super Nintendo, but I did have it for N64. That was fun. Yeah. Oh man, this is bringing me back. Chuck Rock. This was a game I never liked. And it was always, this game was always not rented at Blockbuster. It's like, oh, when I was given the choice, you want to rent a game? There's Chunk Rock. It's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that game. I want like something else, you know. Mystic Quest, you know, that was a game that was never like available in the store. It was always checked out at Blockbuster, Mystic Quest. So, wow, I'm hitting a lot of like memories and feels from growing up in the 90s, being a 90s kid. But, yeah. Tom Glavine. Man, this is freaking awesome. What year is this? February 92. 92, yep. So the Braves, they were, you know, I was a big Braves fan growing up. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in the suburbs of Atlanta. And the Braves, man, they were awesome in the 90s. And I remember going to Game 5 of the 1995 World Series. They played the Cleveland Indians, which are no more, but the Braves are still the Braves. Hopefully that's the end of all that, and they never changed their name. But yeah. Now the Cleveland Indians, aka the Guardians, which is kind of a lame-ass name if you ask me, but whatever. Don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, like T2, the arcade game. Yeah. Oh, God, who would have thought that would have brought back some memories there? But Tech World, issue number 6. Don't worry, I got a couple more Tech World in here. Exo Manowar from Valiant. This is issue 19. And, see, where are the credits? Who drew this one? Jim Calafor was the penciler. Pencils from Jim Calafor. Yep, Exo Manowar. Issue number 19. Deadshot number 1. This is like the mid 2000s, early. It was 2013. And yeah, who drew this? This is a free. These are free comics, y'all. Like free. There was a free comics box. It's like, what? Free comics? Hell yeah! I'll do free comics. Shazam! Look at Shazam. That's badass. Well, who drew it? Where are the credits? Here we go. Okay, yeah. All right. Justice League America, Deadshot number 1. DC Comics. And then they had Sabretooth number 2, Marvel Comics. Yeah. That's a cool cover. Who did the cover on this? I don't know. Larry Hama. Mark Texeira did the art. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Did Mark Texeira do the cover? But it's painted. Who did the cover on this? I don't know. I don't know who did the cover on Sabretooth, but Mark Texeira, he also did Wolverine. But look at that. That's some good art right there. Wow, Dragon Strike. They took out 3-page ad. No, 6 pages. Yeah. Wow. No. 1, 2, 3, 5 pages. 4, 5. Damn, that couldn't have been cheap back in the day. No, 6. They took out 6 pages. Look at that. Oh, look. Win great prizes. Sega Genesis. Look at that, man. Look, this is a scratch off here. The Hunt for Magneto contest. You can win the X-Men game. That's freaking awesome. Oh, look at this! Look at this woman, this pose from Mark Texeira here. That's a great panel, guys. I have not been drawing lately, and it's killing me. And I'm gonna get back into it because I want to, you know, I'm doing my own stuff. I want to do my own stuff. I'm a student of the How to Draw Comics Academy, and I feel terrible from circumstances. So I haven't been able to participate as much, but I'm gonna get back into it. Mortal Kombat 2, hell yeah! Look at that. Who drew this book? Dennis Rodier, Jackson Guys. Okay. Supergirl, number 4, 1995. Yep. Yep. I mean, it's a good it's well executed. Oh, you remember this? Rise of the Robots. Yeah. Sometimes the ads were way better than the games, and the games in the 90s could be disappointing. But yeah, the ads were always really good for these games. So that's Supergirl and Action Comics number 4. But this is the kind of stuff like Batman, or Superman. I would get this like sent to me at summer camp when I was a kid. This is fine. It's okay. It's foreshortened. It's very basic. I mean, she's well drawn. You know, it's good. I like the Smallville sign and everything. Yeah. Okay. And then this is like a special like hardcover Batman Nightfall issue. This is Batman 500, and this is going to be important later on when I show you what I picked up at a flea market recently up here in the Smoky Mountains. Smoky Mountains Flea Market Edition. Here we are, and this is back to Tech World. William Shatner's Tech World. And then they had this, the Guardian Fukushima, a true story of a farmer who fought to save the nuclear zone's animals. You know, I flipped through it. It's a free comic book day book. So it's interesting. Like, I'll crack it open. Why not, you know? Why not? So when did this book come out? Yeah, okay. It's a manga, but you read it like a regular comic. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then, you know, it's got the earthquake. And this is the symbolic of the tsunami that's coming. And, you know, people are up and, yeah. This is the real farmer who saved animals. Fukushima. There's Fukushima there. Yeah, there's lots of reference. I remember seeing this on TV, just jaw dropped, you know, 2011. It was terrible, terrible event. Look, here's the tsunami and the tragedy and everything. Yeah, the Japanese people, they've had a lot of hardship, you know, but they're very resilient and they're tough people. So I thought this was cool. Again, this was a free comic, free. Gotta love free stuff. And then here's another one. Like, yeah, okay, so some of these, they don't have value, but they're kind of cool to look at, you know, like those Tech World things, William Shatner Tech World, you know, and then you have this. So, this is actually a manga. This is a real manga, and you would read this, you know, like you would read a manga. And I don't really read manga, but see, here's the front. This is the back of the book here. This is the front of the book. You open it up, and you start. And it's a legit manga here. Kaiju number 8. You know, pretty cool. Some kaiju action here. Look at that. Manga. Makes me think of the great Liam Gray and his work that he's doing with Dino King and all his other stuff in Conquest Comics. So, but with Liam's books, you read it like a traditional comic. So that's Kaiju number 8. So that's it. That's all I've got, everybody. Like, I can't wait to really get into the review for Superman Absolute Superman. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more content to come here on Acadian Comics. Catch you right here next time. Bye-bye.